I'm gonna have my phone for this one because I put everything into OneNote, so I kind of have my notes, and I'm watching my stream over here on my PC. Got this monitor up with the game, so I just got my notes on my phone. So that's what's happening here. But I for fun wanting to try something a little different. I was using some Chat GPT, and I asked Chat GPT to give me the next list of heroes for Marvel Rivals. Everybody's talking about like obviously we know like Blade's coming or whatever, but now there's all sorts of rumors about who's coming in future seasons. So I asked Chat GPT who are the next heroes, and they gave me 11. So Chat GPT knows what's up. We're gonna go through this a little bit and get your thoughts. So Chat GPT, give me the next heroes from Marvel Rivals. We're gonna talk about them right now. All right. So number one, Corporate Man. All right. Not Peter Parker. This is Peter Paper. All right. Corporate Man is a former Stark Industries HR rep who snaps during a team building exercise. I love it. He does have an ultimate listed. Thank you, ChatGPT, for this one. It's called Hostile Takeover. He files a class action lawsuit that stuns enemies in a cone. And they listed his passive ability. It doesn't have a name. Maybe it's just called Paperwork Stacks, but it generates paperwork stacks over time. Enemies caught in stacks move slower from boredom. So I'm assuming it's like almost like a proximity mines that get dropped behind him. It's stacks of paper that the enemies run into. I like it. I think it works. I don't remember this comic book though. Anyway, the ability one is the bureaucratic blockade. Throws a pile of red tape and paperwork forward, slows and roots enemies for a 1.5 seconds in a small area of effect. The enemies hit see sarcastic pop-ups like form 48B not submitted in triplicate. I like it. So voice lines, let's circle back after I delete you. Your performance review not looking good. This isn't a fight, it's a quarterly report. And I didn't become CEO of domination by playing fair. So I like it. That was like the most extensive one. So the other ones are a little bit shorter. But number two is Sponge Boy. I'm sensing that there might be a copyright issue with using this one, but Sponge Boy is a tank support. Actually gave the role in this one. I don't know what tank support means, but ultimate is absorb and explode. Soaks up all projectiles for 5 seconds, then splashes back as an area of effect. So it kind of sounds like almost like Mr. Fantastic a little bit, where he can soak that up. I kind of see that as that. Movement, slippery slide dash that knocks enemies over. And he's got one voice line listed. I'm ready. No, I'm not. Right, right. I can tell you one thing right now. I'm not a big fan of Sponge Boy. All right, number three, Chill Dude. They did give his actual name is Cole Frostman, which is cool. His power, he can generate cold, but only emotionally. The ultimate is Icebreaker. It's cringe-worthy puns freeze nearby players in shame. And his passive is he ignores damage from drama within 10 meters. So there is that. I don't even know where this one's going. Okay, number four. This one might be my favorite. Is the Poultry Geist. It's a ghost of a chicken, somehow approved by Shield. Okay. The abilities are Feather Flurry, blinds enemies with feathers. I like it. The Cock-a-Doom is an explosive scream, disorients everyone, even allies. Yes, you heard me right. That is the Cock-a-Doom. And then the special trait, not really sure where this is going, is immune to Thanksgiving-themed skins. So, yep. All right. Number five, Captain Fabulous. Backstory, rejected from the Avengers for being too extra. The ultimate is the Slay Wave. Sparkles burst from his cape, stunning enemies with envy. This is GPT. This is not me. Just throwing that out there again. Taunts abilities applies a self-esteem debuff to enemies nearby. So that's cool. All right. Number six, Mic Drop. The role is the DPS announcer. So I guess just announces for the DPS players. Not sure. The weapon is sound waves from an old school mic. The ultimate is Encore, or it's called Encore. Plays their mixtape and silences all enemies' abilities for 6 seconds. And passive is the voice lines become louder the more you emote. So honestly, like, I kind of like this a little bit, where it could silence all the enemies' abilities, like meaning like they can't use it or something, or it's like it removes the voice lines. Like, it would be interesting if you don't hear the voice lines of enemies or your team's ultimates. I find that interesting. Anyway, number 7 is Amallet. I'm assuming like omelet, but it's Amallet. The role is the support chef. The abilities are Scramble, confuses enemy controls for 3 seconds. The next ability is called Sunny Side Up, heals teammates with radiant breakfast energy. And the ultimate is Eggsplosion. The ultimate throws a giant egg that yolks the map with gooey damage over time. Again, guys, like, I really don't know about these. I'm not sure where ChatGPT is going, but we're in this together. Number 8, Mr. Misfire. All right, the role is DPS, but he's accidentally in that role. The backstory is he got his powers by tripping into a particle collider. Interesting. And the abilities, he fires in the wrong direction 20% of the time, which sounds like a great ability, not going to lie. And his ultimate is called Whoops. Randomly teleports everyone to new positions, including the enemy team. So just, you ult and everybody just goes someplace else. That's a cool ability. Not sure about that one. Okay, number 9, the Soap Soldier. Cleanliness equals godliness. Okay. The abilities, Bubble Shield, reflects 1 projectile. Okay. It just creates a bubble and okay. So far, so good. That's fine. Hygiene Pulse, cleanses, debuffs, and spreads slip zones enemies slide on. Okay, so again, like little traps. Okay, so far, I think reasonable. The ultimate, the Power Shower. Washes the battlefield clean, wiping away all active effects, yours and theirs. So it starts it over. I don't like that one. I don't think that, like, you should do that. I don't think. But this one, honestly, is the one so far that may actually work. Again, obviously not a MCU hero here, but, you know, the Soap Soldier. All right, number 10. We got 2 more, guys. All right, number 10, Captain Quirk. The ultimate is the fourth wall break. He pauses the game to rant about how the devs nerfed his favorite emote. So pauses the game for everybody. I like it. And then we all just, like, focus in on Captain Quirk while he breaks the fourth wall to complain to the devs. He's got an emote spammer passive. Buffs his attack speed with each emote used up to 3 times. Okay. And then he's got another ability listed here. It's called Skip Dialogue. This one silences enemy ult voice lines. Again, I think that's kind of an interesting concept. Half the time I don't hear it anyway, so I don't know. Whether I'm partially deaf, so, you know, I got that going for me. All right, finally, number 11 is Brickman. Yeah, Brickman. So his ultimate is the Wall. Quickly stacks a gigantic wall of bricks to block off enemies, then breaks it down to injure and slow them. The ability of Brick Chucker chucks a brick, but ironically only heals the allies. So yeah, these are interesting heroes from ChatGPT. Again, I don't think they're on the right track, but I kind of like these. ChatGPT is trying to be creative and make some interesting predictions for Marvel Rivals. What do you think? Any abilities you like, or any superheroes there you like? I think a couple of them actually have some potential. Not gonna lie, I think some of them might actually work, and obviously I have some stick drift there. It's interesting, but anyway, that is it for me. Thank you very much for watching and or listening, and we'll talk to you later.